Hello, world of YouTube, Archie here. Today's video is something I've been dying to get on. Been very busy. I did lose my computer monitor, but got a one back. This, of course, if you know what it is the Last Supper of Christ. The reason why I'm going over this painting is because last year I came upon a video here on YouTube from the channel Puzzle Solver. Due to a thing that was on Jesus' robe. Before I say this, I want to say that before I even looked at this video of Christ and what was on his robe, and looking into this painting, I want to say that to me this painting, every time I look at it and study it, I see nothing but evil. And before I went on this video from Puzzle Solver, I was looking up this photos. There's many duplicated photos of this painting. This happens to be one of the original paintings after the wall was made from Da Vinci. These paintings started coming out. And this is one of the originals, and how is that? Is because it has the original door. As you can see right there, the arrow is as which the Da Vinci painting on the wall where he painted it is. Now, whoops, computer's been on a while. But I mean, yeah, I took, a lot of time into this, studying it, all kinds of photos, and pictures of this from other, people taking it. And, finally I went to my father's house, because I remember he had this. And I remember when I was a kid showing me this door and telling me about this painting. But every time I started looking at it, even when I was a kid, evil. I see nothing but evil. I mean, they say God did not create the devil. Some priests say. And then in some books they say God did create the devil. And he, the story goes from the people who do believe that, is that the devil, in his last days with God and Jesus, God took Jesus into a room to talk to him, and the devil got jealous. And, of course, after that, all hell broke loose, as the story goes. But others say that God did not create evil, or he did not create, God did not create evil. Well, who the hell did? He did create the devil, in some words. Well, it's all confusing, because some people say he didn't, some people say they did, but I remember a priest saying God did not create evil. Well, who the fuck created evil? Then it must be the devil, like I said, walked away from Jesus and God because he got jealous and then created evil. To me, though, honestly, and you can call me crazy in this video, you can call me some whack job, whatever, but if you think about it and do the research I've been doing and live the life I led, you would believe too, and think too, that I think God is the devil. Now, to get back to this painting, and why I studied it, is because they were saying something about devil horns on Jesus' shirt. Let me get a close-up of it so I can show you. I got a bunch of pictures here to show you over this painting. But right now I'm going to show you what it led me to believe. I mean, they supposedly, in this Puzzle Solvers video, and it kind of is there, is a horn right here. You go down here, you see it over here, down there. That's supposedly the horn of Satan. And it shows like a up highlighted picture of this. Now, this being the original picture, you cannot see the other side, but the other side is shown horn, identical to this side, of course, and how it goes opposite on that side. But when I looked at this and found this, I mean, I was like, ooh, huh. But then again, you know, it does look like there's kind of a face into this shirt. You have a nose here, a kind of an eye here, forehead, you know, the beginning of the forehead here, and squinty eyes like they're sewn shut or whatnot. Was Da Vinci ahead of his time, making something, I don't know. For me, if you have a little closer look, you know, it looks like a deformed face. But like I said, as you can see close up, there's the horn, comes up in the hair, and it's just, why would he put that there? And someone finds it. I mean, there's, I know back in the 80s I did go to, I went to CCD classes because I was bored. And in these classes they talked about how bands use subliminal message of Satan in there, and they did come out with some good stuff. Of course, Da Vinci here must have been the first one that started this, of that. But Dio, Ronnie James Dio, rest in peace, awesome singer. Yeah, and I miss that guy to shit, man. Came out some damn good tunes. But if you flip his album covers over and encrypt in his Dio lettering on his albums, you flip them over, and someone literally brought an album into CCD class, the teacher did, to flip over or took a picture, one of the two, and flipped it over and literally, which was, to me, was fucking awesome. It was pretty fucking wild that I learned it in a church CCD class, that evil is encrypted and embedded in his Dio lettering. And when I saw that and how they have it, I'll have to do a fucking thing on that video for that to show people. But that was fucking awesome. I couldn't believe that. I wouldn't in a million years, I probably would have never figured that out. I'm sure Mr. Ronnie James Dio did that on his own, you know, just because of the music he wrote. But hey, it doesn't make him a fucking devil worshiper. You know, going out sacrificing and killing people. You know, that stuff sells. It's all a fucking controversy thing to sell. It's good music. It all was fucking awesome. And to me, damn. If I'd had to do it all over again, you're damn right I'd be buying his albums. I got every Dio album ever made. I mean, he did get kind of, you know, loopy in the end with his music. Didn't come out too heavy. But, like Lock Up the Wolves. But Ronnie, man, that fucking guy could sing And to me, you know, that reminds me of this right here. You know, he comes out with his ancient looking albums from back in the day, you know, Holy Diver and all that. Last in Line, and them album covers and the music literally reminds me of this time right here, as you see in the Last Supper. Yeah, I wish there was no Last Summer, but that's what his music, you know, really makes me visualize when I listen to it. Like I'm in a time of an age, in an era like right here. And that's what his music reminded me of. I mean, I'm sure that's what his intent was. But, like I said, coming up on this now, and the first, you know, showing of evil is right on Jesus' shirt. An evil face, deformed face, a horn, a devil's horn. And then, like I said, it got me into wanting to look into this. So when I got this painting picture, and another thing, you know, here we have, they said there's a baby wrapped up in this. But if you look very closely, I don't see no baby imprint on it. Now, maybe some of the modern day pictures of Christ, but I see a hand here clenching the, you know, the gown or robe, you would call it, or cloak, right here. But if you look here, which I gotta get a close up on this after, the hand looks deformed to me. Let me get that up. There it is. When you look close here, look at that hand. To me, it looks like a left hand bent on a right arm. So I don't get that, because that looks like a thumb. It's too big to be a front finger, you know, point finger, index finger, sorry. And then you got 3 down there. Or either or, the thumb or the pinky is missing. I mean, that's just, you know, that to me is fucking strange. Being a Last Supper, and you don't see an indent of a baby in this picture either. It's a straight up cloak right down the neck. No indent. That hand's folded like holding a thing rolled shut. And then you got Jesus' brother supposedly over here, but what the hell is he looking at? It's fucking weird. He's just like busting out saying, "Oh, what the hell is that?" You know? And then you got the guy in the background here with his index finger pointing up. But what would be up? Nothing in the ceiling. Unless he's saying you're gonna die, you're gonna go up there, or I don't know. It's fucking just strange. You know, you would think at the Last Supper for Christ, knowing I'm gonna wait until I get over on that side, but you would think that the Last Supper for Christ would consist of everybody sitting there with their hands folded in the prayer matter, praying, not fucking looking like they're all talking gossip. I mean, it's fucking weird. I mean, I'll finish up over here. Let's get over here. And over here, you got these fucking 3 guys over here like they're talking. Now, what are they talking about that's so important that they can't, you know, tell Jesus? He's over there, here's my Last Supper, and these guys over here talking, and like, oh, over there. What are they saying? What the fuck are they saying? It would be like Da Vinci left you in a mystery, that's for sure. For me, a mystery. Straight up mystery of why this painting was made. I mean, they're just getting closer. It's like they're concerned if something is going to happen. Like this guy, what has he got his hands out like like he's saying, and this guy's over there, and it was like what the, you know, to me, you don't see a Last Supper, you see something controversial going on. Something looks like it's gonna happen. And something did happen here, whether he put his hand out and knocked water over, something stupid. I mean, you just gotta sit there and think, why would his brother be doing this? Why would this guy be doing this? Hey, you. Is that the middle finger back in them days? I mean, it's just strange how this painting, and you gotta look at it, and you gotta take your time, and you gotta realize what's there, and so let's go back to, let's go on the other side here, close up, there we go. Now we got the close-up of Judas. Judas was a man that, if you know the story, betrayed Jesus and turned evil. And that's him right here. This is supposedly St. Peter. Judas here, St. Peter here. Now, St. Peter, being a disciple of Christ, really got me fucking wondering why he's holding a dagger. The only thing I can think of in this painting, because of this photo and this brother over there, whoa, and the other people over there talking, and then you got these people over here like, hey, like this guy you'll see in a minute when I pull him up, looks like he's saying, I'm not getting involved. This guy is in the middle of this guy and another guy, and he's touching his shoulder, like, you know, hey, don't do that yet, telling him don't do that. Are they gonna kill him at the table is what I want to know. You know, that's what this fucking painting reminds me of too. And then you have here, this is a controversy here. Also, if you even look into this story, that this is supposedly St. Mary. And other people call it was a man. Now, to me, that looks like a real feminine man. I'm sure they were homosexuals back then. But to me, that looks like a woman, not a man. And she's smiling. Why was she, you know, that's another thing. Was this guy whispering in her ear, let's get together later? Because that St. Mary was supposed to be Jesus' girlfriend or something. I mean, I looked this all up. A wife or something, maybe his wife, or was gonna be, but he had to die for his sins or whatever. But I mean, just the way this painting is, Da Vinci, to me, yeah, you have the Da Vinci Code. You think this wasn't a code too? I don't know what for though, because just the way it is, and I don't understand this either. There's another thing. Judas supposedly betrayed Jesus. So why is he at his Last Supper? Did he betray him before he died? Or did he betray him, you know, way before this supper? Jesus forgave him and let him sit down with him. There's a question right there. You know, what the fuck is he doing at the table if he betrayed Jesus? Yeah, of course, Jesus forgives everybody, but still. What if he betrayed him again at the table? I mean, there might have been something plotting there. But to me, if someone betrayed me, he wouldn't be sitting at the damn table with me. That's the fucking story I'd like to know. Why is Judas sitting at the table with Christ? I mean, there's so many questions you can put into this photo, in this painting, I mean, and get, like, just mind baffled of what the fuck is going on here. Now we reach these three men over here. To me, the middle guy's reaching over to St. Peter. This guy's like, I'm not getting into this shit. And this guy's over here just observing everything. Like, who the fuck is he? Did he join the party? Just joined it? But over and over and over, this painting really mind boggles me with the way it is, the way it's set. If this was the Last Supper of Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit, the Holy Father, everybody should be sitting there with praying hands, excuse me, and, giving their last prayers to Christ of his death. He's going, and the way Jesus died, supposedly, he got whipped. I mean, I don't know how true that Mel Gibson movie was or whatnot, but The Passion of Christ. But supposedly, yeah, Jesus got whipped all the way up to the cross. He had to carry that cross for everybody's sins. But yet, these people here, what the fuck are they doing? I guarantee these people are sinners because something's getting schemed up and they're not telling us, doing it behind the back of Christ. So he's going to die for their sins too. He let Judas sit back at the table and die for his sins, for turning against him. To me, this painting, like I say, is nothing but straight up evil. I see evil. I even feel evil when I look at this painting. And that door down here, it just, what is that door really for here? I mean, I look at that door, and why would there be a door under a table anyway? Why would Da Vinci come up with that door? And the only thing that comes to my mind is that's the doorway to hell. If it don't go upstairs, it ain't over. You're not going to go in a door under a table and go up to heaven. That reminds me of a door to hell. Why would he put a door in there? Only one reason, to walk your ass on down and burn in the flames. And you see the things I come up with and think about this picture, because to me it's not holy. To me it is evil. And I believe God's the devil, because if he let these people sit here with his son, Andy has a brother. I've studied the Bible of some sort. I've sat and listened in church with people that I've, in my life went to. So I went with them, gave them the benefit of the doubt because they wanted me to go there with them, or so forth. And I went in, and not in any stories have I ever heard of the brother of Jesus or whatever. But I mean, there he sits, and that's what the story claims if you look up on this painting. I mean, this woman over here, I don't know who the hell she is, but I forget her name. But yeah, like I said, there's supposedly a baby in there, but there isn't. Not in this picture. When you look, there's nothing but a wrinkly old cloak, gown, whatever, robe, and the hand is clenched. Like I said here, who holds a baby like that? And who holds a baby with a hand twisted like that? See, that's the fucking weirdness of this thing. You don't hold a baby with a twisted hand that, honestly, get that back up again, because that just really, just look at it. A twisted hand, it looks like a fucking left hand. But is this person born with a left hand, and you do that with your right hand, you can't bend your arm. There's no way. I was looking at that, and I bent my left hand. What is it? I bent my hand like that, and it's like, to get in that position, I mean, they could have had them. I've seen people with hands that they can twist around and bend it and look all fucking freaky. I mean, it does. Yeah, maybe it is the right hand, but it's just twisted in a way that's just It just don't, look at it. It makes you think, what the hell is going on with the hand? Maybe it is the right hand. It's just, bent. I mean, see how it just fucking freaks with your mind. It messes with your mind. This whole painting messes with my mind. And like I said, just when I put up the camera and I noticed out back there the little people. Now, whether them are people or not, it looks like he's lifting up something like a stone or maybe even a gravesite coffin. But I never noticed that until I just started this video. And what are they? It's fucking weird. If you get this painting, if you study this picture yourself, and notice also on this table that if this is the Last Supper, shouldn't have been in. Yeah, this guy over here has the only knife, silverware. I don't know if they had forks or they still ate with their fingers, but then again they have a knife, so they must have had forks. But there's no silverware on this table, as you can see. I mean, yeah, eat the bread of Christ. That's what you do in church. They put a little round piece of bread in your mouth. The bread of Christ, they call it. But I mean, that's what his Last Supper was, probably. That's why they feed you the bread on your tongue. But still, it's just fucking strange of this picture and this painting. You go over and over and you see new things. You come up with new ideas. Maybe I could be wrong or whatnot, but maybe I'm just exaggerating. But you know what? This picture tells too much details. It tells a story. It tells something of a nature to me that is pure evil. And like I said, the picture of the horn on Jesus' shirt, get that up one more time, of him having Satan's horns on his shirt is just, it's there. One horn is there at least. Like I said, come down and around and up in here, and it's just evil face on that shirt. Something was put in this picture, this painting. The one finger sticking up, the brother going, whoa, St. Peter with the knife, Judas betraying Jesus, but he's sitting at the same table. And then the woman who is a man, or they don't even know, they can't even get it that right. But it's just, this picture to me shows, and the feeling as I get as I keep looking at it is just beyond goodness, divine. There's no divine in this picture to me. No divine. To me, this picture is pure evil. Pure evil. Especially when you have Judas sitting in it, who betrayed Christ. Just pure evil. And a knife held, not even a knife, it's a dagger. It's a straight up dagger. Just to me, it's fucking crazy. Da Vinci had a Da Vinci Code. Don't think there ain't no code in this. To me, it's pure evil. I see a story here of a scheme being plotted, but probably never went through. What it was, of course, no one will ever know. But I know for a fact that when I see this picture, I see a scheme being plotted. What it would be, would be a fucking awesome thing to find out, that's for sure. But, like I say, this is the Last Supper. These are my thoughts and theories on it. And to me, there is no divine, because divine adds evil. Where there's always, you find always good, you find evil. And to me, God is the devil. And that's where I stand right now for my beliefs. if there is a God and if there is a devil. There's one person there. Until the next video, YouTube Nation, I'm out.